Hey guys, welcome back. So now here in this session, we'll see account payable. So guys, today account payable basic setting. Okay, multiple things are there to discuss. We'll discuss those things one by one. Now, if you talk about account payable, guys, so look at here. Now, what is this account payable? It's pretty simple, guys. So account payable means it's a liability for an account for an amount owed to a creditor in the sense like vendor, right? For the purchase of goods or services. So this is the definition you guys are going to get on Google, right? Okay, somebody may be able to understand, somebody may not be able to understand, right? Now, the simplest definition is account payable means that we have purchased the goods on credit and we are yet to pay off the creditor. See, actually, guys, every companies are having vendor and customers. Say, for example, there is a manufacturing organization XYZ. Okay, is a cement manufacturing company. So, in order to manufacture a cement, or is like Tata Motor itself is a manufacturing company. Tata Steel also is a manufacturing company. In order to produce steel, multiple raw materials are required, guys. Different raw materials are required, right? So, in that case, Tata Steel is going to procure those raw material from somewhere in the market, right? So who is the purchaser here? The purchaser is Tata Motor. And who is the seller? Seller is the vendor. Okay. Now, so since if you talk about B2B purchase, business to business purchase and sales, it is not happening on cash basis. It is happening on credit basis. We are going to purchase the goods today, but the payment will be made after 30 days or after 60 days or after 45 days. Okay. So when the payment is going to be made, guys, for that certain negotiation will happen. Who is going to negotiate? The purchase department of Tata Motor is going to negotiate with the whatever the vendor is there, in the sense like let's suppose seller is there, right? So they're going to discuss, they're going to bargain with the sales team of that particular vendor and they will agree on a particular payment terms, right? So here B2B sales, B2B purchase or B2B sales are happening on credit basis, right? So if we have purchased certain things today, the payment is going to happen after 40 days, right? So let's suppose, so in between, like let's suppose we have purchased a goods worth of let's suppose 1 million rupees. Okay. Now, so whatever amount worth of goods we have purchased right now, isn't it? So now you are liable to pay that vendor after 1 month. How much? 1 million. But the problem is, if we have to publish a financial statement right now, company's financial statement, if we are going to publish right now, then what will happen, guys? Then we have to explain each and everything. Whatever 1 million worth of goods which we have purchased, this is not our assets. It is our liability. It means after 1 month, you must have to pay this amount to the vendor, right? So this is your liability, right? So that's supposed to be included in your financial statement. You must have to show that yes, this is our exact liability. In the sense, in future we must have to pay this much, right? Now, so look at here. Account payable means that we have purchased the goods on credit and we are yet to pay off. In the sense, we have not made payment. We have to pay it maybe after 1 month or 2 months, right? That is why it is called. Okay, so account payable is a liability. And it's short-term liability, right? Payable means you have to pay in a month or two or maybe 3 months, right? It's not like you're going to pay in 1 year. That is why it is short-term liability. Now, so what is the process, guys? Here the process is simple process we'll talk. Later on we'll go for complex, also complex in the sense P2P scenario, procure to pay, right? There we are going to follow each and every steps and even we'll see certain scenario also over there, but later. Now, right now, what will happen? So we'll do certain configurations, guys. First of all, I'll tell you. The account payable. Let's suppose now we have created rent GL. Okay. So Tata Motor, whatever the corporate office of Tata Motor is there, that entire premises, let's suppose Tata Motor has taken on lease or rent, whatever you say, from a particular vendor. Let's suppose a particular builder is there. They have developed this entire area and they have constructed all the buildings and all, and they have given on lease. Okay, Tata Motor is paying a fixed amount every month. So what will happen, guys? Every month the vendor is going to send the invoices, and after certain time, Tata Motor is going to make the payment. So when we receive the invoice from vendor, then what is happening, guys? First of all, for what purpose we have received the invoice? That is related to rent. So the rent account is going to be debited here, amount of worth of any amount, guys. I'm just keeping a small amount, and then let's suppose whatever the vendor is there, like let's suppose this XYZ Limited, whatever this builder is there, XYZ builder is going to be credited with the same amount. So this is what the entry is supposed to be posted. This is how the transaction is supposed to be posted. So here what will happen, guys? Okay, so if you have to post a transaction, normal transaction, simple transactions I'm talking about. So rent account is what, guys? This is your GL account. And it is already created. If any other expense GL you have to create, audit fees, salaries can be created. Fuel expenses, lots of things are there. Okay. So now here, this is already created. Or is if any other GL supposed to be created, in that case also, hardly it is going to take 1 minute to set up that GL account. Why? Because whatever the required configurations are there for a GL account, we have already done in the previous session. Now, you need to create simply a GL master. That's it. So, single steps. Now, so GL related things are already done and we have already set up this rent account. So, no need to do anything. What about this vendor, XYZ Builder, right? So, first of all, in order to post this transaction, a simple transaction, a normal transaction, at least, so here one vendor is there in the picture and one GL is there in the picture. GL related settings we have already done and this GL is already created. If any other GL also supposed to be created, then we can create it very easily. Now, this XYZ builder, you need to set up. In the sense, this vendor account is supposed to be set up. Okay? Whatever this vendor account is there, that is supposed to be created. In order to create this vendor account, guys, or vendor master, this is also master data itself. What we have to do? We have to perform certain configurations. Okay? And the very first configuration is we have to create the vendor account group. Now, someone just tell me, guys, what they mean by account group. Even in at the time of GL setting, I have explained the same thing is applicable in case of vendor. What is the meaning of account group? What does it control? Tell me, guys, someone. Anyone?
On creating vendor master data.
The fields of vendor master.
Upon to control the field master data field.
Anybody else? Momita, you want to say something?
Yeah. So it contains similar nature of account group, and it controls your field of master data, GL master data,
Anything else apart from this, guys?
and also the number range.
Yes. Now, whatever control is there at the time of GL account, we have created account group, right? So whatever the controls are there over there in GL account, the same control is there for vendor also. Okay, account group is a group of similar nature of vendors. Okay, say for example, you're having domestic vendors and foreign vendors. If you want to segregate, okay, so we can create two different account groups. Okay, generally it depends whether you create a single account group or multiple account group, right? But what is the major use of this account group, guys? So account group controls the fields of vendor master. When we create a vendor master, multiple fields are going to appear, right? So those fields are going to be controlled by account group, right? That is the first thing. Second thing, even while creation of a vendor master, one particular number, vendor number or vendor code you can say, is going to be generated. So that is also getting controlled by account group itself. Okay, how that you guys will see that very. So if you talk about the configurations, first of all, we have to define vendor account group. Very less configuration steps are there. Okay, and then okay, I said like account group controls the number. Right? Look at here. First of all, what we have to do, guys. Okay, so first of all, we have to create the account group. Then what next? Then create a number range for accounts. Okay. And after creation of number range, what is happening, guys? Assign the number ranges to vendor account group. It means whatever number range code we have created, that is going to be assigned against where? Against the vendor account group itself. And whenever you create a vendor account, guys, vendor accounts are getting created against this account group. So when you set up the vendor account, system is going to check against which account group this vendor is going to set up. And from that account group, system will check against this account group what number range code we have assigned, right? Assign number range to the vendor account group. System will check against this account group what number range code is assigned, right? And against that number range code, whatever range we have given from that number, from that range, system is going to generate one vendor number, right? Based on the number range status. This logic I have already explained in the previous session, guys, in the basic setting, right? Now, it's pretty simple. Let me log in. Okay. Go to OBD3. Okay. OBD4 for GL. OBD3 for vendor. And later on OBD2 for customer. That will come later. OBD3. Click on new entry. And here I'm going to create one account group with the same group, TM33X. So that I'll be able to save it. Now, how the fields are getting controlled, guys? Look at here, the field status, general data, company code data, purchasing data. Double click here. Multiple fields are there. These fields can be selected as a suppressed, required, optional, and display. So hope you guys know the importance of the functionality of these fields in the sense these options. Suppressed means this field itself is going to disappear at the time of creation of master data. If I'm going to apply, like let's suppose name to suppressed, this field will disappear. It will not appear, right? Or else, if you say like let's suppose display, or else like required, then the fields will appear and it will be converted as a required details. It means user at the time of creation of vendor master, user must have to enter certain input in that field. The next one is display. So display means what, guys? Display means field will appear, but people will not be able to give any details. You won't be able to enter any details, right? And optional means the field will appear. Whether you want to enter the details or not doesn't matter. System will allow you to proceed further. Now, so this is how the fields are getting controlled. Okay. So what we have done, we have created one account. Create a number range for vendor account. Right? What is the transaction code, guys? XKN. So here there'll be a challenge when you go for XKN1. So look at here, guys. The multiple number ranges are already created. Multiple number ranges are already created by different people. Okay. So in that case, what to do? Right? So of course you have to create a new number range, or else instead of that we can use the existing one. Here, see, the thing is, when I create a number range, then 2002 to 999. So likewise, 100 of number range have been created. Now I'm confused that which is the unused range, because if I'm going to create 2500 to 3500, system will not allow me to set up this number range. Why? Because see, from 2500 till 999 is overlapping here, right? Because 2000 to 2299, right? 2999. So almost like 500 numbers, not 500, 499 numbers are already there in this range. So this is called overlapping. This range is overlapping with this one. So if any overlapping is happening, guys, system will not allow us to create the number. So in this case, what is happening, guys? Let's suppose if I create. So first of all, I'll give 03 code, and I'll give, like, let's suppose 1000 to 1999. If I press enter, look at here, enter interval without overlap. Right? So let's suppose I'll create like 4000 to 4999. Press enter. Now it is being accepted, guys. There is no overlapping. But by the time when you guys are going to set up, right, and if you are unable to find any, because slowly the number of these ranges are going to be increased, right? So whenever you guys are going to create a number range and system is not allowing you to create the number range because of overlapping issues, in that case, I'll recommend you people to use the existing number range itself, which is created by other people. It's okay. And better to use this one, 02. Why? Because sometimes what happened, guys, sometimes if you're going to use other number ranges and all, so generally what happened? However, like that problem may appear with other, this one also, but here the range is fine, right? And this is a standard which is going to be used like for practice purposes and all. Where is the issues, guys? Where is the challenges? The challenges will be like if somebody is going to reset or format, in the sense if somebody is going to reset the NR status, number and status, in that case the challenges will be there. System will not able to create a new vendor. Again, that is a different logic, guys. Don't worry. First of all, I'll just simply, if you are going to, not only I'm using 02, guys, I have been habituated of this one. You can use any number range, but make sure, like, look at here, 1 to 199. So here what is happening, guys? Till 75 is already created. So what is the length, guys? Very small. So that is why I'm saying, whichever is having more, if you talk about this one, right? So this is, it's okay, but again, the number range length is too much. It will be a bit difficult to remember, right? But this one will be a bit easy to remember. right? And long range is also there. So anyway, for me, no need to do anything. Or else, instead of using 02, why not use 03 itself, which just now I have created? How many vendors you guys are going to create? Might be 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Not more than this, right? If you're having other company codes, another 5, 10, right? If you have again another company code, another 5, 10. So even if you all are going to use this 03, still it is not possible to consume, right? So just save it. So I created 03 number range. What next, guys? The next one is assign this number range to the vendor account group. Vendor account group, right? So OB AS. And here I'm going to assign this. It's taking time, I think, hanging, guys. Just wait. One, and some 12. Okay, so now I'll just do one thing. OBAs. And here, my account group is TN33. And 03 is my number range I have assigned. So guys, whenever you are going to get any overlapping related issues, in that case, my recommendation is to use 03 itself. What next? The next one is, okay, define a tolerance group for vendors. So the same logic is there, guys. This tolerance group means here also for customer and vendor. Also, we can set up the tolerance group. Okay, and this is generally for payment differences, guys. Okay, so and apart from this, even if you want to assign a particular grace stage and all, that also can be assigned. If you want to assign a particular payment terms against this one, we can assign, but nothing is going to be used. Okay, why? Because whatever things are going to be done at tolerance group level, very less things are going to be done, guys. Mostly, if you say like grace period and all, where it is going to be assigned, that I'll let you know later in the upcoming session. That is going to. If we talk about terms of payment, that is also it's going to be assigned directly to the vendor master itself, right? So anyway, uh, OBA3, new entry, and here TM33. No need to enter anything here in group field, guys, or else what is happening? Or else like again, you need to assign this tolerance group to the vendor master. So you keep it blank on. And here payment differences, just give 20, and here also 20. Okay, payment differences. Just save it. Now, so this payment differences means what, guys? Payment differences in a, let's suppose invoice I have posted worth of 1,000. What to say? This one, 5 rupees, and payment is going to be made in round figure, right? 1,000 itself. So there is a difference, right? 5 rupees difference is there. In that case, how the clearing is going to take place, guys? So of course, here in tolerance group we have defined already permitted payment differences. In that case, system will allow you to post such kind of transactions, and clearing also will be possible. What next, guys? Creation of reconciliation account. This is important. Okay. What is this reconciliation? The reconciliation account actually. Say for example, I'm having multiple vendors. These all are vendors. Okay. Just assume instead of giving a particular number, I've just given ABCD. These are the vendors. Now what is happening? Against every vendor, certain worth of invoices will be posted. Right? Certain worth of invoices will be posted. Okay. Now, so against every vendor, certain worth of invoices are going to be posted. Right? Let's suppose these all are invoice only. Invoice means it is still the invoice is posted, but the payment is not made yet. Okay, invoice is posted, but the payment is not made yet. Now, guys, if again, if today we are going to prepare a financial statement, then what is happening? These all unpaid invoices are nothing but our payable. In the sense, in future you have to make the payment, right? So this is our payable. So you must have to publish how much is the total payable, guys. So in that case, what is happening? You have to consolidate these all payable amount, and then we can say that our total payable is 27k. Okay, so this 27k I have calculated very easily. Why? Because amounts are there here in Excel sheet, right? If the same amount is there in SAP, in that case, how it is going to be calculated, guys? One by one, vendor wise, if we are going to consolidate, then let's suppose if Tata Motor is having 10,000 vendor or 5,000 vendor, it is going to take too much time to see the consolidated. Like if you want to view the consolidated payable, then how it is possible, guys? Vendor wise, it is not possible. If you check the vendor wise record one by one, it is going to take too much time. So instead of that, what happened, guys? The major logic is there is a ZL account. This 2000 is the ZL code. Let's suppose GL account. GL account is also called reconciliation account. Okay. So there is a GL account which will be assigned to the vendor at the time of creation. Right? Look at here. So generally what happened, against this vendor we have assigned this GL account in the vendor master. So already, guys, still I'm able to remember. I think somewhere in Unilever somebody asked this question. What is the logic? Long back, not now. When I'm talking about 2008-9, right? So not even 9 also, in 2008 itself. Now, so I have posted this 2000 worth of invoice. Okay, this is the invoice, guys. Not be confused. Invoice. Okay, let's suppose it is 8,000. So overall 35. So 8,000 worth of invoice we have posted against this vendor. At the same time, so this amount got updated against this vendor. If you see the vendor master report, vendor report, open item report, against this vendor, this much worth of open item will be shown. What is this open item, guys? Open item means only invoices. Invoices posted, the payment is not posted yet. Okay. Now, so this 8,000 worth of invoice we have posted, right? Now, what next, guys? against this vendor. So this 8,000 is getting updated against this vendor. At the same time, in background, this GL account is also getting updated. Okay. Again, this 4,000 is getting updated against this vendor. But in the vendor masters, the same GL account we have added. So this amount is getting updated against this GL account also. So likewise, for different vendor, different amounts are there. But look at here, in these vendors, we are having a same GL account we have assigned, right? Now, if you have to find out the consolidated report, in the sense like if you have to check what is the total payable. What is the total payable, guys? Total payable is, you can, instead of consolidating this figure, simply we are going to check this GL balance, right? And then you'll be getting the overall payable amount, right? And it is having another logic also, guys. See, generally there will be later in upcoming session I'll cover a topic called financial statement version. Okay. What is the use of financial statement version, guys? Financial statement version means with the help of, that is in short form, it is called FSV. Okay. FSV. Now we are having two FSV, guys. One is field status variant and second one is financial statement versions. Don't be confused. Okay, so I'm talking about financial statement version. So financial statement version means what is happening, guys? Generally what happened, financial statement means there we are going to define a financial statement. Okay, with the help of that, what will happen, guys? A financial statement will be generated. A financial statement will be generated. Okay, now the thing is, so how the financial statements are going to be generated, guys? Again, practically I'll show you guys. But generally, in financial statement, what happens? Multiple GL accounts are going to be assigned. Okay, once you assign the GL account, then what is happening? System is going to read the GL balances and automatically these GL balances are going to be updated over there. Okay, some of you may be able to visualize this. Some of you may not be able to visualize this, right? So don't worry, guys. Even if you're not able to visualize also, as I said, this topic will be covered later. So in financial statement, what happened, guys? Because total payable also supposed to be updated over there, right? So for total payable, vendor wise it is not going to be shown. Simply this GL account is going to be assigned in financial statement and system will check this GL balance and this 35K is going to be updated over there. A consolidated figure is going to be updated. That yes, this is what is our total payable. So what we have to do, guys? Now, so for that we have to create a GL account. We have to create a GL account. Okay. We do one thing. At least let me create the reconciliation. So now go to FS level sheet. So we have to create this reconciliation account. Add check. So this is like we are going to create like with GL, guys, reconciliation account. So this is payable, right? We can name out the GL account, that is account payable. So under which account group it is supposed to be created, guys? Revenue or expenses? Tell me.
Expenses, sir. This is for expenses.
expenses. Venus also expenses. Okay. Anything else, guys? Anybody want to say revenue? Or everybody are expenses only? Mamita is also saying expenses. Very less answers I'm getting, guys. At least you say something. Might be right, it could be right or wrong, whatever it is, right? But don't be quiet. At least even if it is like, the thing is like, see, the thing is like, if you don't speak anything and all, right? So you guys are not there in the eye of like, whatever people are speaking, these people are having a very better interaction with me, right? If you simply come and join the session, sometimes even I don't know that whether you really have joined the session or not, right?
Yeah, I think it's a liability, sir. I'm sorry, not
Yes. So that is
it's
reflecting.
liability, current liability.
Yeah,
It's a current liability. Yeah,
it is
it
liability.
comes in top side of the balance sheet. Yeah.
I told you guys, right? Here itself, account payable is considered short term liability, right? So don't look at the words or this one. Like, let's suppose if I have given two different wrong, what is it? This one itself, option itself. So it doesn't mean that you are going to select one out of that itself. Whatever the correct answer is there, if you feel that yes, it is correct, you say that. Now,
It's a liability. It comes in. I mean, it comes at the top in liability section in the balance sheet.
okay, great. So we'll create this as a liability. Okay. Now everybody has changed their answer. Venus says short-term liability serving. It's okay, no issues. So anyway, now, so here we'll give a code 2000. Why? Because the liability account 2000 to 2999. Account group I'm talking about, GL account group, right? So now present, select the account group, balance it. You need to select here reconciliation account type. So this is getting created for vendor. You select vendor here. Line item display, sort key. Have I covered the sort key, guys? This topic is covered or not? The previous plus group will be for reconciliation. SAP has already given this one. Anyway, no worries. It's a very small topic, guys. So whenever, like, sometime, like, let's suppose if I have very less time, right, or sometime what happened, guys, I join like late. So in that case, such kind of topics will be covered. Okay, that is why I keep those topics as a reserve. Okay. Now, so reconciliation account, field status group will be 0067. In case of reconciliation account, this is the field status group we are going to assign here. Just save it. What is happening, guys? TM33. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Look at here, it is created against TM10. Instead of TM33, it is created here. Account payable. Let me copy. And from here, I'm going to make it TM33. And just save it. So no need to create once again. I'll change the now. That's it. So here it got created, right? And this reconciliation account is going to be assigned against vendor, right? And can we have multiple reconciliation account, guys? Yes, we can have multiple reconciliation account, guys, based on the requirements, client requirements. Okay. So the thing is, what is the use of this reconciliation account? Once we explain the logic, Client will say that, okay, we segregate into part, or we need only one reconciliation account or 2 or 3, right? So that will be decided by those people. Okay. Even I have to cover one more scenario, guys, that is very unique. So that also we'll explain. Don't worry. But before that, we have to. So now, what we have done, we have created the reconciliation account. The next one is we have to create the vendor master. We have to post certain transactions, and then we'll proceed further with the whatever other topics are there in account payable. So multiple things are there, guys. Will be explained one by one, slowly. So that's all in this session, guys. A vendor master will be created in next session with post certain transactions, and we'll see other topic. Okay, one by one. So that's all in this session. That's all for today.